All right, everybody. Good day to you. This is Thursday. We love Thursdays. They're great days for our business. We call them payday. So, just want to do a short live today because I keep on hearing about people finding the grass is greener on the. Oh, it is always greener on the other side. It is. If you are out there, so I want you first before we get started, please share this out. Get this in front of as many people as you can. Get this in front of your team. Get this in front of your friends, your people that are thinking about businesses, home based, everybody. Let's just share this out to everybody, and I'll keep it short. But I think this is important that you understand the grass is always greener on the other side, just about always. If you're out looking, you're looking for whatever reason. You've lost your excitement, the thrill of why you got into business in the first place. And that's what happens to so many people. They get into network marketing. They're excited, man. And that may last for a year, 2 years. They're excited. And all of a sudden it's like, the luster's gone. The thrill's gone. Look at that company over there. It's great. And the grass is greener, and they jump over there and they're excited, and things are going great, and they're excited about everything. But they realize that to keep the grass green, they got to water, they got to fertilize, they got to keep it going, right? And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So if you're one of those people that's always looking on the other side and thinking the grass is always greener, it is for a little bit. It is always a little bit greener when you first jump in because of you. Because you are the one that is jumping, right? And if you're one of those people, and I shared a video from a young lady, Bryn Lang, the other day that hit the nail on the head. If you are a new business junkie, right? It's like an adrenaline junkie. You're a new business junkie, and you've just got to have that I'm in a new business thrill because it's new. Then you're a jumper. You jump. I can't tell you over the last 40 years how many people I've seen that are like this. Every time a new thing, they have this fear of what if this company becomes the next big thing? Guess what? It may, but it's still you that's going. And why would you think that if you're not having success or you're not excited after a few years in the company that you're in, that this company over here is going to be any different? Because it's not about that company. It's not about their products. It's not about their launches. It's not about any of that stuff. Good morning, Aaron Parker, Jim Sellers, Judy, Hannah, Pamela, Lynette. It's good to see everybody this morning. This is just a pet peeve of mine. I see this happening so much with people. And they get to the new company and they start telling everybody how much success. I've made this amount of money. Oh, everything is beautiful now, And then a year from now, you're going, now where are they? What are they doing? Oh, they're in another one. They're in 3 others. They're just jumping all over the place, right? Because the grass is always greener. But the thing they fail to understand is they're the ones that are leaving. They're the ones that are going. They're the ones that are jumping. They are the ones that are making the move. Wherever you go, there you are, right? So they get to the next. They never work on themselves, which would cure the problem that they have, the challenge that they have of always ending up feeling like, oh, things are changing. They're not as good anymore. There's no excitement. All of those other nonsense crap that's out there, right? And realize that it's just them. And if they work on them, they can have success in whatever company and endeavor, business opportunity that they're in. But until then, they're going to be jumping and jumping and jumping. And I love it because you'll see them. They'll jump out of the one business or one company they're with, and the first thing you see is, man, they've had amazing success. They're blowing it out of the water. This is the best company ever. And then if you keep track of them, about 6 months to a year down the road, you see the same thing, different company. Why is that? I thought they were in. I thought they were with the right one, right? If you have seen people like this in your time in network marketing, or whether you're in or out of network, put a one. Put a one in the comments. I'd love to see that. How many of you've known people that just seem to continually have success, very, very, short-term success, but jump from company to company to company? They just keep going from company to company to company. Yes, it is, Cindy. It's payday, right? They just keep going from company to company to company, and they just can't figure it out that, wow, this company's kind of having the same problem as the last company. I better jump to this new one. Oh man, it's the best. It's the next best thing in the world, man. It is. Oh, it's gonna just revolutionize anything and everything. It's gonna cure cancer. It's gonna, on and on and on, right? It's gonna do all these things. And yet, Catherine, exactly. One. Anybody else? Anybody else know people that do this? That jump, always looking for the grass that's greener on the other side, are jumping, 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 and never take the time to build who they are. Never take the time to change who they are. Never take the time to work on their own mindset, their skill sets, and their tool sets. Right? They never take the time to get better at who they are. They always keep somehow they continually find the next best thing. Right? Because they're always looking for it. Judy, I've been in that place too, where you struggle, but when it comes down to it, it is just us, and we just have to buckle down, hunker on down, and start working every single day on us. Every single day. That B is too close to the N. I'm not sure what that means, Cindy. Oh, because you called me Rob instead of Ron. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yes, it is. The B and the N are right next to each other on the on the keyboard, on the typewriter. Typewriter. Some of us remember the typewriters. I took typing when I was in like ninth grade on a Underwood typewriter. Right. Push the keys and ding. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Right. So if you're sitting back right now and you're thinking the grass is always greener, it is. You can always find something that's better. You can always find something that somebody's in out there that is skyrocketing. Their products are better, or they say they are, and on and on and on, right? But at the end of the day, none of that matters. None of that matters. And I know there's a lot of it right now going on. There's a lot of people out there that are with companies that they just jumped on board with, and they're having amazing success. And everybody's going, wow, it must be that company. If I jump into that company, I'm going to have the same success, even though I don't have a work ethic, even though I don't know what I'm doing, even though nothing's changed from what I'm doing right now in the company I'm in that I'm having no success with. I guess I better jump into this one because it's got to be the company. It's not me. It's got to be the company, right? So they jump into that company and they're going, well, this company sucks. I'm not having any success here either. I'm not having any get rich in this company. How did all those other people doing it? Oh, they're bringing other teams with them, or they're doing this and they're doing that. And a lot of people do that. They bring other teams. I like that, Corey. Grass may be greener on the other side, but it's the wrong color of green. And you know what people forget? People forget that the grass doesn't stay green unless you continue to water it, unless you continue to fertilize it, unless you continue to maintain it, unless you continue to keep it going. It turns brown and dies out and turns to dust and dirt and weeds, right? So, if you think the grass is greener on the other side, you're probably right. If you think that's going to have any bearing on your success, you're probably wrong. The success that you have is going to be directly in relation to the personal development and personal growth that you are working on every single day in your life. I'm just telling you, that's the truth of it. If you're not working on you, you're always going to be where you're at. Wherever you go, there you are. Exactly, Judy. Because here's the story. What Judy said is that, I'm struggling right now, but I don't blame the company. And that's amazing. That's awesome. Because guess what? If one person is having success in a company, it means it works. If 1,000 people are having success in a company, it means it works. If people's teams are growing and they're having success and they're rank advancing and everything else, that means it works. If yours isn't, doesn't mean the company doesn't work. It means you don't work. Sad truth. I've been there. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, right? It's not the company. Now, sometimes it is the company. Sometimes but when it's in a company, you see the whole company going down and everybody failing and everything else. Not big portions of the company succeeding and building volume and everything else, and a handful of people that aren't, right? When you see that, then you know it has nothing to do with the company, it's the people. Right? Someone told me a long time ago that the only people that aren't successful in an endeavor and an opportunity are the people that quit. You aren't successful in what you're doing if you move on because you quit. You just quit. It's okay. You quit. You didn't stay in it long enough. So that's what I believe. Hold on just a second. That's what I think is the challenge with most people is they just don't realize. They just don't realize that they're the ones that are going from company to company to company. They dragging themselves along with it, and they're the problem. So I hope this is kind of hit home with you. I told you I would keep this in about 10 minutes or so. I told you I'd keep this short today, but I just wanted you to understand that if you're struggling with that right now and you're seeing all of these people, having success and jumping from company to company, and you think it's the company, so you're going to jump too, and then you don't have success and you get frustrated, and eventually you tell yourself, I'm not doing this anymore, right? And eventually you won't, because you really have never done it in the first place. If you're not, it'd be like getting a job. You get a new job and you go there and they tell you, hey, you need to read these manuals. You need to learn how to do this. You need to get up to speed on this, 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 and this. And you say, well, but I don't want to do that. Well, if you don't, then we're only going to pay you this amount. Well, I don't understand. This person came in and you're paying them more. Well, they went through all of this stuff. They learned all of this stuff. They got better at their job. They grew. They became gooder and gooder, right? You don't want to do that. So we're not going to pay you more money. In fact, we're probably not going to pay you any money. We're going to fire you, right? You wouldn't do that. You get a job. You want to excel. You start learning everything you can. You try to be the best you can, right? But we get into network marketing, we think things are different, and it's not. And it's the company's fault. And if you went to this company that hired you and you told them that, and they said, well, I'm sorry, but we're not going to pay you, and you can either quit or we're going to fire you anyways. So, then it would be the company's fault, right? Of course not. It wouldn't be the company's fault. Nobody would even consider saying it was the company's fault. They said, well, you didn't do what you were told to do. You didn't do your job. You didn't learn the things you were supposed to. You didn't read the manual, right? You didn't follow the manual. So I hope you understand that. Go into another company, unless your company's doing something illegal or off color, unethical, or things like that. Their integrity's bad. They're going down the tubes or anything else. But a lot of companies aren't. Our company certainly is going in the exact right direction, skyrocketing, and has the integrity that I've never seen in a company before. But with all that said, if none of that's happening and the company's going and there are people having success and they're growing and everything else, but you just decide that it's not the company, it's the company's fault, and there's another company over there. I just saw some people jump out of our company and go over there, and they're making a bunch of money. It must be our company, and you jump over there, and all of a sudden you don't make any money over there either, and you're struggling with the same thing because you got to learn the same things. You've got to learn the same exact skill sets, mindsets, tool sets. Because it's a business. So you got to learn all this business stuff. You got to do this. And all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I just jumped over. I spent a bunch of money and I'm still not making anything. Well, there's a reason for that. So, God bless you all. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a great day. One of the things I wanted to let you know, in a couple of weeks, I will be having a shoulder replaced. So I will be out of commission for a day or so. Maybe even not even that. I'll probably go live from my hospital bedroom and all that. I'd spend one night in the hospital whenever they do a replacement. So, and then I'll be back home, and a couple of days later in physical therapy already. So, but it'll be nice to have the pain going away. Once the surgery pain goes away, then they did this one, boy, it feels like $1,000,000, and this one I can't hardly move. So, appreciate your prayers. God bless you all. Have an amazing, amazing Thursday.